How's it going, guys? Sean here with the 9th video out of the Greatness series. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is a simple topic that you might have heard before in the past and you've kind of forgot about it. But with greatness and finding your purpose and getting these peak states, there's one important, well, there's many important topics, but this topic is extremely important because once you do this, everything else will follow through. So I should have probably put this in an earlier episode, but it's not that big of a deal. So we're gonna go right into it. Now, with everyone listening to this video, even me, no matter who you are, you have to take responsibility for your life, what has happened. You must look back in the past for only a moment and realize everything that has happened because of you. You have ultimately brought the people, the decisions, the adversity, the happiness and the sadness into your life because of what you have done. And you must take responsibility for your life, where you are right now, financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, every single aspect of your life. You must take it in and realize, I am here today because of me, not because of the press, not because of social media, not because of the president, not because of my parents, my friends, my work, whatever. It is not that what dictates how you are today and how you will be in the future. It is you. Ultimately, it's you who will lead your life, who will guide your own self to where you want to be. I can only give you so many tools, but it's up to you completely, 100%, to take these tools and utilize them in your life. Now, you might be thinking, Sean, the only reason I got kicked out of school is because of the principal, and the only reason I couldn't get the job is because they didn't like me, and blah, 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 and they didn't need me, and the economy was down, so I couldn't make enough money. And those are great excuses. And I've used them in the past as well. But ultimately, when you really boil it down, why did you get kicked out of school or why couldn't you get the job? It's because you weren't good enough, or you didn't practice enough, or you didn't prepare enough. It was ultimately because of you. It wasn't because of anything else. If you had the skills, if you had the responsibility to take the correct action to guide you where you wanted to go, you would be where you wanted to be now. But ultimately, the best thing to understand is if you are somewhere today that you do not like, you can change that. Your future isn't dictated by your past, and your past does not dictate your present. Yes, if you broke your leg might still be broken, and you can't change that. But there's a lot of things that happen in life that have put this mental barrier on you, this physical barrier where you think you can't do what you dream of, but it's completely wrong. Don't let the regrets of the past dictate what you do now, because ultimately every day is a fresh start. You've been told this many times, but take responsibility for the fact that you can dictate your future right now. You can determine where you want to go, who you want to be with, what your opportunities will be right now in this moment. Remember, guys, it is the moments we live in day by day that really dictate how our future is going to be. Ultimately, it's not worth really looking into the future and thinking about it 24/7 because now is what really matters. But start guiding yourself, giving yourself the direction you need to get to where you want to be in the future by taking responsibility for what has happened. Yes, shit happened in the past and it sucked and it ended up putting you in a certain situation you do not like. Yes, that's most people's stories. But the thing is, you're here now, today, with a chance to understand that you could take responsibility for what happened, push it all away, start with a clean slate, and start going after what you want now. You might be asking, Sean, I can't, I have tons of debt, or everyone doesn't like me, or I can't get a job because I'm not physically capable. And okay, that makes sense. But you can start realizing that, yes, you are there, and you can start formulating a plan behind how you can get yourself out of that. You're not stuck where you are now because of what happened in the past. There's no reason. You're never stuck. You're never just the same person every single day. There's a principle I'm going to talk about in my next series, and it's going to talk about this one topic where you're never in one place. You're either growing or you're dying. Growing or decreasing in your strength, your spirituality, your relationships, your finances. And just think about in the past. Has it ever been where you always stay the same? No. It's going up or down. So determine today which way you want to go. And ultimately, you know that answer to that question, you want to go up. So to boil it all back down from what we talked about, ultimately, it's about taking responsibility for what has happened in your past and completely just saying, okay, I realize that. Now I will make a plan of action to go after what I want. No matter where I am, I have what it takes to get to where I want to go because I have everything I need. So that's the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't caught my other videos, check them out, because if you watch them and they make a difference in your life, I did my job. Anyways, guys, thank you again and have a great day. I'll catch you in the next video tomorrow.